Okay, let's do another tutorial for the serums. Now, if you purchase this and you're watching this, perfect. I think it's best to just watch what you purchased. But if you didn't and you're watching this, you should be able to go to my playlist on YouTube and you'll see a whole bunch of these just to kind of get the hang of this. All of them are going to be made different. Some will have more layers, some will have less. This one is a little bit more intricate than what I typically do, so I decided to make a video on it. But this one's really fun for like a pink brand, or maybe an angelic brand, or a brand that, is a little bit more, maybe a little bit more mystical, right? And is into like angel numbers and things like that. Who knows? The sky's the limit as far as what you can do with this mock-up. Now, I call this the Cloud9 Serum mock-up. So let's get started. So as I would show you before, this is the final product. Okay, so we're going to be going over how to make your essentially your essential or growth oil or serum label look like this, so it blends in really nicely. Okay, so let's jump right over here and let's actually do the first thing that we need to do, which is we're going to go ahead and just select this background. Go in the back here and select it. That way you're not like moving anything around. And you're going to go to position. And if it's in arrange, you can just go to layers. Okay. So in layers, you're going to see a couple things. You're going to see the bottom layer, which is not the background layer. I do this on purpose so that you don't get you don't accidentally click something and it messes everything up. Here is the label. Here is the shadow layer, the light layer, and then this is a group of cloud layers to kind of make this look a little bit more realistic. So first things first, like we always do, we're going to move the clouds behind the whole set. We're going to get rid of the light as well, move it behind, as well as the shadows, which then shows the full label square. We're going to grab our design. So this is whatever you created or uploaded, and we're going to drag it over to the frame. Okay, so that being said, you don't want things to be like too close to the edge. It's just a little tip there, but we want to center it for the image. So once that looks good, we're going to click done, and we're almost there. Now, if this was just this layer by itself, obviously it doesn't look natural. That's why we have to add the shadow layer and the light layer, as well as some of the clouds, to make this look a little bit more realistic. So let's head back to the layers. So we're going to click the background again, position. We're going to move the background behind everything again. Okay. The label should be behind everything, and the clouds should be on top. Okay. So once yours looks like this, go ahead and pause the video if you need to match everything up. Then we're going to start adjusting. So these are not the typical easy dark and light, shadow and light that I do. This one's a little bit trickier, especially if you have a light label, which is probably what you have if you got this. So let's zoom in, and actually before we start working with the clouds, let's actually move those behind to just get our light and dark looking good. So the dark is the trickiest. I wouldn't go more than 5 unless you have a dark label. Because see, look, once we go up to like even 26, it gets a little crazy. 10 is even crazy. See that? It like makes it dark. Let's pull it down to 5. Okay, now we've got to deal with the light aspects. I like the light for the light ones to be a little bit more brighter. As you can see, it's at 50. You could go higher if you wanted to, if you wanted like more of a luminosity kind of a thing going there. Even 75 doesn't look horrible, but I'm going to bring it back down to 50. Okay. Once you have those looking good and natural, we're going to bring the clouds back up. Okay? You shouldn't really have to move the clouds. You can, but I have them in a place where it looks good. But you can absolutely move them around. You can actually ungroup them. Let's see. And you can see what I did here. Maybe you do want to move it. Maybe you don't want that one there. Maybe you want to move it, here or something. That's totally up to you what you want to do. Even there, that's a little bit foggier. You have it to work with. I suggest playing around with the transparency tool, making it smaller and bigger, like resizing it, to get it to where you want it to be. Okay? But after that, you're pretty much done. So that's how you're going to make it look natural, and then you'll just download it as a PNG or JPEG and use it for, your ad or your website or whatever you're using it for. But yeah, so this is a beautiful cloud mock-up. I'll be working on some matching ones for some shampoos next. But yeah, so for anybody who has a really cute pink or like, angelic style brand, this is great for you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to Etsy and DM me or comment on YouTube, and I will respond. If you have any other questions, I am excited to answer them, and I will see you on the next video.